Hello beautiful plant people, my name is Cody and welcome back to my channel. In today's episode we're going to talk about a unique begonia, and this is going to be the first episode in a few episodes. I don't know how many, just depends on how many unique begonias I can get my hands on. So today's episode is about Begonia Melanobullata. This is a very unique, kind of cool looking begonia. You may have seen it on Instagram, Facebook, all over the place, honestly. This begonia originates from Vietnam and is a rhizomatous type of begonia. Kind of similar to Begonia ferox, if you've seen that before. But unlike Begonia ferox, Begonia Melanobullata puts off these spikes, what are actually called bullies, a lot earlier than ferox does. So, being from a tropical climate, these plants like moderate to high humidity and tolerate temperatures between 45 and 95 degrees. Being a rhizomatous type of begonia, you can propagate them via leaf cuttings and stem cuttings. I always cut the stem because I have a lot of luck rooting them on the stem and little plantlets come off. Or actually off of, another type of propagation would be dividing the rhizome. This is, from what I read, there's not a lot of information on the internet about this plant. So from what I read on the internet, I think, don't quote me on it, it may be a limestone dweller. So in your potting mix, you may want to introduce some oyster shells or something like that. It loves and requires a well-draining mix because a lot of begonias will root rot if you don't give them that well-draining soil. My recommendation, because I've grown this before, makes a wonderful terrarium plant, but you want it to dry out slightly between waterings to discourage that root rot. So my potting medium for this plant, which it'll be need to repotted, probably 2-3 months from now, will be kind of my standard begonia mix, which we've got a standard potting soil, perlite. I do half and half right there. And then I introduce, this is called Turface MVP. What it is it's a fired clay, almost kind of like a pumice, different from a pumice because it's really tiny, but it creates air pockets in there, so for good root development and whatnot, and it holds on to moisture, but also drains at the same time. Within that mix, I also put worm castings. I love worm castings. It's a great fertilizer. Doesn't burn your plants. Just a wonderful thing all the way around. And then I also put in what is called a Spoma biotone. Can't talk today. Starter fertilizer. And I'm going to do a whole episode on the biotone. I love the biotone. Just a small breakdown is it is chock full of all your beneficial bacterias and fungi, and it's a slow release kind of type of fertilizer, so it breaks down over time, creating that good natural environment. A few cool things about this plant is they are monoecious, meaning they have male and female flowers, and if you get the conditions down, they're easy to grow. How I grow mine is in currently right now in the house in the humidity tent, but during the summer they all go out to the greenhouse because during the summer my humidity levels in the greenhouse are just through the roof all the time. But in the house, it's in the humidity tent. Above me, you can't see them right now, are shop lights I got at Walmart. They are 4,000 lumens, and I have one propped up sideways, kind of on the grow tent to put light in there, and there's a whole bunch of other things in there, and they seem to love it. Now in the summer when it goes into the greenhouse, it kind of, literally, it goes on the ground and in the shade and everything, so it doesn't get sunburnt. Humidity's high right there, and it's happy and it grows. I have killed this plant before. Easiest way to kill this plant is when you water it, you water the leaves. Begonias do not like that. If you can tell right there, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, that black edge right there, that leaf has started to rot because it has been in contact with like the side of the grow tent, honestly, and the moisture's collected there and it starts to rot. That's the easiest way I've killed begonias, is watering the leaves. They hate their leaves water. They will just brown up and die. So that is Begonia Melanobullata. This came from Steve's Leaves. I will put the link in the description below. Currently right now they're out of stock, which these go fast when they put them in stock. But hopefully if you guys want, you can get your hands on one. So I thank you guys for joining today. If you haven't, please subscribe and leave a like. We'll see you guys in the next one.